Tommy, good to see you.
Good to see you.
How are you doing?
Really good, thanks.
How are you enjoying your break with the World Cup? We're in a pool bar here. The sport's on, the football's on. Are you enjoying your World Cup break as it stands?
Yeah, I think as a football person, everyone's buzzing when the World Cup's on, like whatever game you normally watch. And obviously the home nations are doing all right as well, so yeah, it's really good.
Nice, nice. Well, are you a pool player yourself or not really?
Not really. I used to when I was younger, but like I don't really play anymore.
So maybe I've just dragged you here to make me look good. I mean, I'm a terrible pool player myself, but you know, we'll give it a go. Because the lads are generally table tennis players, aren't they?
Yeah, there's a pool table at the training ground, to be fair, but that's normally the young lads. It's just me and Naki on the table tennis table, to be fair. But yeah, I'll give it my best shot.
I saw Joe Williams digging out Scott Murray for his table tennis ability earlier on. So they're the two players that are generally at it, I think. Yeah,
they're at it, but for me, they're down there as two of the worst I think I've played. But Naki's the best for me. Yeah.
Will you get things underway then?
I'll get things underway.
Get things under. Let's see what you got straight away.
So does the ball have to be on the line or what?
On the line.
On the line.
I think you can go anywhere. Somebody else needs to tell me that.
Yeah, I'll put it on the line.
A few nods. This will set the tone.
Yeah. Better not shank this.
That's a solid connection there. I'll fire away straight away.
I'll take that.
Get my wires out of the way. It's an alright start. Neither of us have potted anything yet.
It's quite an open game.
It is quite an open game.
That's appalling for me.
Before I ask you anything, we'll pot a few balls first. Otherwise, we could be here for hours. Complicated this. Where do I go?
It's a bit tight down there.
Give it a whack. See what happens. Oh, here we go. We're up and running.
Shot.
Almost a second as well. Maybe this is my calling. That's poor. So for you, this has been your kind of breakthrough season. Although I suppose you bagged that goal against Millwall last. That was last season? I'm getting my seasons confused now.
End of the COVID season.
End of the COVID season.
And we had last year.
But it's 13 goal contributions now in all competitions this season.
Yeah.
Did you ever kind of imagine that you'd be on this level at this point? I mean, you're up there, top scorers of the championship as well.
Yeah. See, like, when hearing you say that, there's like, doesn't seem real still, to be honest. But I don't know if it ever will. But like you said, 13 goal contributions. Like, if someone had told me that at the start of the season, I would have said, "You're dreaming." Like, I'll be honest, I don't think I would have done that. So I'm just thankful that I've got my chance and my opportunity, and I've taken it. And I'm just looking forward now, and hopefully I can do more and more.
Yeah, and you didn't start the Sunderland game.
No.
Was there a point before that where the manager sort of said to you, "Look, you're very much part of our plans this season"? Or was it because I know you and Sam, I think, were top of the charts, weren't you, for a lot of the fitness tests in pre-season? So you obviously delivered the goods then. Yeah. Was there a point that Nigel Pearson sort of said to you, "Look, you're very much part of our plans this season"?
I think all the way throughout pre-season he was speaking to me and been like, "You're really good, like keep training well, and when the games come round, make sure you're doing your stuff." And I think I just had that in my mind because at that stage I didn't really know what I was going to be doing, whether I was going to be staying or going on loan. And to hear that kind of gave me that little bit of confidence. And then obviously we played those pre-season games. I managed to score a couple goals, and then the season started at Hull, and then the gaffer just told me to go and warm up, and I'd come on. And then from there I kind of felt I could stay here this season. And obviously I come on the following week against Sunderland, and following up to that, the gaffer was just like, "I've got you in my plans this season, and you're going to be in and around it." So hearing that just gives you that confidence, and then when I did get my chance, I was able to take it.
It's a bit of a strange feeling as well, because you've kind of come through the ranks with Sam, playing a lot with Sam.
Yeah.
I guess he's been back on the bench more so recently as well, come on and provided a lot of energy and stuff off the bench. I guess for you, the dream would be to be up there, you know, up top with him. But you have then formed a great partnership with Naki as well, in particular.
Yeah, I think the partnership with Naki's really good. But I think with Belly, we've been playing up front together since like under 12s. So what a story it would be, obviously, if me and him could be playing up top for Bristol City. And obviously, because we've been playing together for so long, our connection on and off the pitch is obviously really good. So yeah, it's something I would like to see in the future, hopefully.
Because Tins, we have Tins a lot on Robin's TV, and he sort of said you and Sam have basically been neck and neck the whole way through the academy kind of thing. And then obviously Sam got, I guess, probably more of a chance last season, but was playing out of position a little bit maybe. So it would be, I guess it would be great just to see you both out there. It'd
be a dream. I think every academy coach, and Tins has even said it himself, like it would be amazing for me and him to be playing up front, and like I said, hopefully one day it can happen.
Yeah. And what influence has Tins had particularly? I mean, has there been kind of one or two coaches in particular that have been particularly influential for you as you've kind of come through the academy?
For me, it would be the likes of Trevor Chalice, Neil Swift. As like a younger lad, there's loads. Luke Hussey, I could go on. But getting to like the business end, when you become a scholar and then it becomes real, I think Tin starts to have a real impact then. In my case, it was then when I was under 16, under 18, that's when he started to become a figure for me, and used to speak to me every day at training and being like what I can improve on. And yeah, he's always been there to push me on. And when I got my opportunity with the 23s, being a second-year scholar, he was always there saying, make sure you're doing everything right. And I think that's just stayed with me. And the things that he's taught me along the way, I still keep in my head to this day. So I think Tins has had a real big impact as well. Yeah.
And is it, I guess, when you are in that scholar phase, you know, you hear of players that are released, they move on. Was there a sort of moment there where you thought, yeah, actually this is hopefully going to happen for me now? I guess people gloss up the big moments in games where you score goals or you get your first Bristol City goal or whatever it is, but there must be a sort of a moment where you're like, actually, we're on here, you know, I have got a proper long career hopefully in the game now.
I don't think that's fully like clicked in my head yet, because obviously it's my first full season and I think eventually it will click, but I'm still like thinking as like a kid playing football thing. And I'm not really looking too far ahead. I'm just trying to enjoy it at the moment. But yeah, hopefully, like you said, I do have a long career in the game and a successful one too. Yeah.
Have you faced anybody yet this season in the Championship? You've been like, right, yeah, I've arrived here. There's some big strong players in the Championship. Because it is, I mean, you can play, I guess you can play, I'm speaking as though I know what I'm talking about. You can play in the 21s and 23s. You're going to face players maybe that are coming back from injury and stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess nothing really prepares you for like Championship and then.
I think everyone in the Championship playing at the back, like they've all got similar attributes, and I don't think you're ever going to have an easy game.
No.
But the one for me was Cooper at Millwall. That's just the size of him.
Yeah.
Like I just found that like impossible at sometimes because he was just so tall and so strong.
Yeah.
Like he would just grab hold of me, and I'd be like, I don't know what else I can do it. And it's those sorts of moments which is good for me, because then I can go away and learn from that, and then the next time I play someone like him, I know what I can do better and what I can do differently. So yeah, it's been a learning experience as well.
Nice. Well, right, we better get on with this a little bit. Pot a few more balls.
I don't know where I'm going here. Can I get down there?
Could be here for hours.
Yeah, I think we could. How much charge you got on them cameras there?
So this isn't normally something you'd be doing to wind down then?
Nah. Nah, this ain't what I'd be doing. Me and Alex probably taking the mick out of each other probably is what I'd be doing right now. Yeah, we're going to be.
Should be a dolly for me, really, shouldn't it? From there.
Yeah, I think I'd be disappointed if you don't pot that, I think.
It's whether the white goes in with it. Here we go.
Hey, I best not get 7 ball there.
No, I don't think there's any danger of that. So you and Alex, do you still living with Alex?
Yeah.
Nice. Where are you? Is that near the stadium or?
We're about 5 minutes from the stadium, and then it's about, I don't know, 10 minutes from the training ground.
That's perfect then. You bust lifts in together. And
yeah, yes. Everything we do is together.
Yeah.
Cook, drive into training, everything. It's obviously just nice to have someone like that.
So what do you actually do to wind down, the two of you? Is it?
You name it, anything really. Watching the TV, watching series together. We've watched Prison Break loads of times on our own, and we just started watching it again together, and we just look forward to going home and watching it again. But there's loads of stuff that we do. Might go into town together, go for food together, go shopping. Like I said, there's not really a lot that we don't do with each other.
Who's so after a game, if City are, say you lose, who's the one that's sort of most wound up then after a game? Is it, or do you sort of calm each other down?
I think it's the opposite. I think we try and just pick each other up.
Right, okay, that's good.
To try and almost forget about the game until we're back in at football, and just try and, I don't know, have a bit of a laugh and not get too down about it, because ultimately there'll be another game around the corner and we don't want to let it affect ourselves off the pitch. So yeah, I'd say it's more we're trying to pick each other up than trying to avoid from each other not speaking. Yeah.
I bet you can't imagine the day. What if you move on to other clubs, or your girlfriend's moving in and stuff? Not going to happen. I
thought of the day, and I think it's going to be a sad one. I think it's going to be a sad one not having to go home and just not have someone there you just speak to all the time. But I think we both know that day is going to be soon, one day.
Yeah, nice. And hopefully you could be playing against each other at a World Cup or a Euros or something. You never know. Now you are playing for the under-21s. Must be. I guess Scotland are kind of on a bit more of an upward trajectory now.
Yeah.
You must be thinking it's quite a nice time to come into the under-21s. Yeah. Keep proving yourself in the Championship. Yeah. And then hopefully it's not too long until you maybe get a full sort of senior call-up.
Yeah. Well, you see what the Scotland first team done in the Nations League. And obviously they were flying. So I think it's a good time to be playing, like you said, in the 21s, and hopefully soon that first team call-up is around the corner in the next couple of years, hopefully.
Yeah, was that was joining up with the under-21s quite daunting, or was it not too bad?
Yeah, it was daunting, because obviously I've been with Bristol City forever, and I've known loads of people at Bristol City that are still there since I was 7. Yeah. And obviously I've gone into a different environment where I know absolutely no one. I'm going to put a different kit on, and all sorts of things like that. So it was daunting, but I quite enjoyed that experience as well, because it was meeting new people, new players, and playing with different players. So for me, I just saw it as another learning experience, which I took a lot from the first time. And the second time just gone, I thoroughly enjoyed as well. So yeah, I'd say it's had a positive impact for sure.
You didn't have to rap on arrival, did you, for this one?
Apparently, well, luckily, the boys at City obviously got onto me that time to do it again, but apparently you don't have to do it at international level, which I was kind of thankful for.
I've seen Antoine. I think he's had to do dance or something, hasn't he?
Oof.
Is he a good dancer? Is that just something he's having to learn there on the spot?
Now, he's always dancing and that in the changing room, but when that video came out of him at Ghana dancing, I'll tell you, he got pelters for that. He got pelters in the changing room from a couple of lads. Just saying, what are you doing? What is that? It was funny, to be fair, when he come back, but yeah, I don't think a couple of lads were having it.
Yeah. So of course, I suppose Bristol City, in terms of ex-players as well, Bailey Wright's over there. Good to see him get on as well in the group stages. So it's it must be nice to watch from afar. And like I said, you're in a nice position. Alex must feel like he's in a nice position, in that you're sort of hopefully working towards that.
Yeah, I think it's exciting, especially when you see Antoine at a World Cup. It was weird when I was watching it and he come on, and it was he's normally sat next to me in the change room, and he's at a World Cup playing against Ronaldo and all these top players. So yeah, it just makes it sink in that it is possible, because my teammates doing that. And like you said, it's exciting for me and Alex, because we're still young and we're still learning. So almost anything's possible as long as we keep working hard.
Yeah. What have those moments been like this season when the goals have? You strike me as it's not really sunk in for you yet that you're sort of playing consistently and banging in goals. What was there a goal in particular like I've kind of arrived now? You know, this is.
It gave me goosebumps just then when you said it, but I don't think nothing's ever going to beat that Cardiff one.
Yeah.
So I remember Scott Murray saying to me before the games, like, you score in this game, like, you watch the feeling inside your body, like, you'll feel it. And then when it happened, like, I don't know, just the noise, like, everything. My mum and dad were there. It was like I couldn't have wrote it. And we obviously won 2-0 as well. Like, I keep watching it, like, to this day. And
That's the thing. Scott Murray's Ninian Park goal just shows 20 odd years later we're still all sort of just watching that over and over. 20 years for you, it'll be the same for you for that Derby goal as well.
Yeah, that one was unbelievable. And then obviously the one against Swansea felt good because it was the time when I hadn't really scored and I hadn't let that affect me, and I had everyone around me saying, don't let that affect you. And then it was like that game, the build-up, everyone was saying, you're going to score. And then obviously the chance come and I took it, and that feeling as well. Because it was my first goal, that end in front of Section 82.
Yeah.
And I've always said to my mum and dad, like, I want to score down there in front of them and go and celebrate. I don't know if you see in the video, when I score, I'm like going off this way and then I have to check. Because I remember I was like, it's my dream to just go and celebrate over there.
Right, yeah.
So it clocked in my head and I turned and then went and celebrated in front of them, done the knee slide, and then that feeling as well. Everyone was there in the huddle, like, that one was special as well. So I'd say those two for me.
Nice, yeah. Is it your girl, my girl? I don't even know.
Yeah, what do you want to say? Is it me?
Interviews going on and the balls just aren't decreasing. And
a little triple effect.
No. Wrong way.
Right. See if I can get a few moving. If I beat you, this is something I'll just hold on to now forever.
This could be a 7 ball. I'm not even lying.
Oh dear.
I'm in a little pickle down there.
That is a mess.
I'm in a pickle.
Table.
Can you use your hands? Yeah, I'm in a pickle. I was going to swear there, but I'm in a mess here.
Right, come on. Ooh.
Right.
I'm off here.
Oh, here we go. Up and running. He's away, but he's potted the white as well.
That was quick.
Was obviously problematic.
Ooh.
Oof. Oh, I get a second shot.
You got 2 shots, didn't you? I'm following you around the table here.
Oh dear, it's getting worse.
Yeah, so what do I do here then?
Go through there.
Nice, that breaks things up a bit. So family-wise, family of City fans?
I think, because I've been there since I was 7.
Yeah.
Obviously, my mum and dad have always played a big part in taking me to training and taking me to games. I think just because I've been there 13 years.
Yeah.
I think that's a long enough time to start following Bristol City and since you've been going to games since I was a kid and they've been coming. I think it's just ingrained in my family now to always follow Bristol City. So I think over time, my family have just become fans.
Yeah. Do they find it hard watching you? I see your mum every now and again popping up on Twitter.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, they find it hard watching you. Are they sort of good?
Yeah, but I think it's quite emotional for them, I think, sometimes, because they can't quite believe what's happening as well. And I think that's nice because I can give them that feeling as well. But no, I just think they're proud and I just want to keep doing that and for as long as I'm playing football.
Yeah. Can you remember what you did after the Cardiff game? Do you sort of go out for like Do you all just sort of sit there a bit in disbelief, like it's that? Because I suppose as well, by that point you've not actually. Well, you're obviously scoring goals, took a couple in the cup and stuff, but it's not. You didn't sort of think you probably at this point now.
Yeah.
Like that's still relatively early on this season.
It was early, and then we played Luton, I'd scored, and then it was Cardiff, and then I scored. So like you said, it was quite early. Now I remember after the Cardiff game, obviously it was Loud and Sky, and I got man of the match and got that trophy, and I was like looking at that trophy like, if I just got that. And then when I went up into the players' lounge and I saw my mum and dad, and I saw the trophy, it was like, we all were like speechless. And I think we was all like welling up a bit, but nah, it is those days and that we'll all remember. And like I said, when I scored that goal, they were literally right there where I went to celebrate as well, and I could see them, and I think that made it extra special as well.
Yeah, it feels to me like this sort of I guess I feel like the tide has turned a little bit with sort of the kind of camaraderie within sort of football clubs and like the culture that's certainly been created at Bristol City. It feels to me like the players are all very close. There's some great characters there now, like real sort of leaders with Cal coming in as well.
Yeah.
And obviously you've got characters like Joe Williams, etc. Like it feels like there's a good sort of team spirit.
Yeah, I think the blend that we have now, like we have different personalities, different characters, like you said, leaders, and sometimes you need that bit of a laugh and a joke that Joe provides. But I think loads of lads have come out their shell more this year, and I think that's really helped, especially on the pitch and off it, because I've learnt this year that what happens off the pitch, if it's positive, it's going to help on the pitch as well. And I think we didn't necessarily have that to a T last year, but I think this year we've really nailed down on that, and we're in a good way. So hopefully we can keep doing what we're doing off the pitch, and then hopefully it'll start working on the pitch for us.
Oh. Make more of a mess.
Come on. That's crap, that, isn't it?
Give this one a little touch.
That is crap.
Oh dear.
Oh, you've got away with it. No, you haven't.
No, I haven't.
No, you haven't. Oh, you've
got a second shot, I suppose.
Yeah.
Nice touch.
Stay there.
Motor in now.
Go on then. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is that me now?
Yeah, it's you. I think we're drawing, aren't we?
Brilliant.
Shot.
Dear, oh dear. So this season, aspirations-wise, obviously got off to a slower start, then form picked up. Recently, it's been a bit hit and miss.
Yeah.
It feels as though very close to everything really kind of clicking into gear and everybody motoring along. I guess the Championship's such an odd league in that you could now hit form after this break and, you know, mount a massive playoff charge. It feels to me as though the players believe that can still absolutely happen.
Yeah, 100%. And I think to some fans and to some outsiders, they may not think that, but I think within the camp and within the training ground, I think we're all still definitely on that page, and we know in the Championship this year especially, it's been so tight in the table that if you put a run together of 2 or 3 wins, you're right back up there. And Christmas period is quite a busy one, so we know that if we're on it and we're getting results, we know we can bounce back and we're going to be up and in around it. I think the break come at a bit of a good time for us because we have players out. We've got Nazy back now, so hopefully that's a big boost for us at the back, and we can keep using our strengths and hopefully pick up a couple good results.
You mentioned Cal Naismith there. Have you been on the receiving end of an earful from him on the pitch at all, or
Yeah,
He's the first player I've seen since following City that I can actually hear him from the stands.
Yeah.
There was I think it might have been Forest Green in pre-season because we were covering the game.
Yeah.
He's a serious
non-stop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's another thing that's really helped. Just to have that voice at the back for 90 minutes is really important. Telling his players where he wants to go. Like you said, he's a leader. So yeah, like I said, you need that, and with the ball as well, you can see what he's brought to the team, making us play, which is what we need. So yeah, I think having him back is going to be a real big boost.
Nice. Right, fire away.
I'm not sure to set that now, I think.
Finally balance this game now. Oof.
Come on.
Oh, there we go then.
Stay that.
Fine tuning earlier on, that was all it was.
Yeah, just get him more.
Too many unforced errors from me, that's why I'm in.
Yeah, I think.
That was like a double hit. Closing in.
Don't do that.
Oh, he's
Don't do that.
snookered himself.
Little off there.
This needs to be an effective round here. Here we go.
Ooh. Oh no.
I've teed this up.
Yeah, I know what he's been doing.
Maybe not. Go round.
Should I jump over him?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Oh dear, this is it then. For the match.
Ooh. I don't think I'm cutting that in there because the white's going to go in there. I'm going to go down there, I think.
It wouldn't feel like a real win if you were to pot the white as well. Oh.
Snooker.
Big moment in this game.
It is a big moment.
All hinges on this. And he's bottled it,
Come on.
frankly.
Ooh.
Maybe I should ask another question now, just to distract things. No.
No.
Oh,
So I had voices in my head about that white there.
pressure's getting to us. 3 o'clock on a Thursday afternoon.
Do you know what I mean?
Here we go. It's been my finest
Yeah, if you
sporting achievement, this. There's not been many. And he's bottled it. There it is.
don't go in front.
Oh my god, it's going to have to be a fine little pot, that.
Quite nicely placed, that.
The orange or the black?
Oh, he's cushioned it. I do feel like this is my last chance.
This is bad, this, isn't it, really?
A little wallop. Oh, jeez.
I think you take that, though. Because I've got the white up there. I'm not potting that, am I, really?
Yeah, that's true.
Should we be using this?
Probably should be, yes. But oh, it's still going. Dear, oh dear.
Yeah, what a shame.
I mean, this is.
Yeah, those ones are horrible, aren't they?
Let's just try and pull off a miracle here.
On the cushion there. Ooh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, fellas.
Go on.
Just ticking off sports that I'm not
Sorry, boys.
particularly equipped at. I was a very good centre half back in the day.
Was ya?
Yeah.
Was ya?
Portishead Juniors.
Oh my God, that's
There
in.
you go, delicate.
Oh my
Look
God,
at
it's
that.
in.
Oish.
It's a good shot.
Right.
Whoa. Here we go then. Have a look.
How long have we been on the black here?
And he's bottled it again. There we go. So,
Yeah, well. Okay, what's the charge on saying on that one?
longest pool game.
I don't mind it. I'm enjoying myself.
Oh.
Oh yeah, fish out. This ain't good.
Do I? Wow.
This is really bad, this. This is really bad.
We are in a pickle. So I can just pop that there then.
You could just do that. Can you sneak that in?
Still rolling? Ooh, that was going in.
Is that going in?
No. Here we go then. No pressure. Do you get nervous?
What, here?
Just generally in football.
I think like the first like load of games it was, and then like almost you just get used to that feeling then.
Yeah.
You start to channel the nerves but like early on, yeah. Like the Cardiff game, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because you know it's such a big game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's done it. He's done it.
Yes. Good game. Thank you.
Good game, Tommy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Before we let you go,
Yeah.
I guess a couple more things about your move now into the first team. Nigel Pearson and his influences on you. Has someone like Jason Newell coming in had quite a big impact as well on the way you play?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, him being a striker in the Premier League, to learn from someone like that is obviously only going to benefit me. And like you said, the gaffer as well, from his experiences of working with players in the Premier League and the Championship, he knows like what to expect, and I think he's just passed that on to me, and I'd like to think that I'm doing as he's asking of. So yeah, but I think Yuli for sure has been a big impact for me. Like today when we was doing finishing drills, like the little like tips that he gives you, and then when you do it, it's like, oh yeah, why didn't I already like think of that? But
yeah.
That's what he's there for. So yeah, I think both of those, and Curtis, to be fair, like always on the young lads wanting us to improve, which is what you need.
Yeah. So, target for the end of the season now, goals wise,
Yeah.
you're on 9.
Yeah.
4 assists.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Do you reckon you make 20? Can you beat Andy's total from last season? That would be something.
Oof. I don't want to like.
No,
Do you know what I mean? But
yeah.
I'd love to, obviously.
Yeah.
But I've got. I won't say what the figure is, but I've got a little deal with Andy King that if I
nice.
get to a certain amount of goals, he'll buy me any pair of trainers that I want.
Oh.
Yeah. So hopefully I'm getting to it.
He's a Premier League player though, so there's got to be no price. Former Premier League
No,
player. There's no price limit on that.
He said however much.
Really?
He said you pick them and then he'll get them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Remember that then. Well,
Yeah.
we'll look forward to seeing those trainers anyway.
Yeah. If it happens, and then when it does, I'll put it out on social media.
Nice.
Thanking him.
Well, Tommy, it's been an absolute pleasure. We
Thank
hope
you.
you make that target, and all the best for the rest of the season.
Thank you.